You guys clicked on this video for a cheap and simple small group Rust base that's hard to raid both online and offline. With compound bed respawns, an easy to build starter unit, and the best progression of any base on my entire channel. This is the Spider. And now let's just get right into the tutorial. Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to the tutorial for the Spider. First of all, for the starter, all you're going to do is place down a square like this and wall it in. Place a roof on this, and place a TC off to the left side. Seal this in with a door or whatever you guys would like. And inside the starter, you can usually place 2 bags, a box, and a furnace. Just like this. And maybe you can fit a small box in that corner as well. To expand out, all you're going to do is place a triangle, 2 squares around, and then fill in the rest with triangles. For the door, we're going to want to place it on this side of the triangle. Make a little door peak here, and then wall in the rest with walls. For the jump up, it's going to go right here. Place a door frame on that. And then seal in the rest with roofs. For the jump up, we're going to want to place this like this. Place a door frame here. Remove that. Seal this in with a roof right here. And since this is going to be the jump up, make a triangle shelf here for the jump up. And for now, we can just seal this with a double door. Make sure to upgrade that frame. Owl.gg, the #1 gambling site out right now. With game modes like Jackpot, Coin Flip, The Wheel, Slots, and their brand new game mode Blackjack, where you can win up to 3 times your bet with a gold card. If you use my code SECRET on the site, you'll get a free $1 to gamble with. They are also giving away $25,000 to one of you guys, so make sure to use my link in the description. Please be safe gambling, 18+. Now for the starter, 2 of these sides can be loot rooms. Make sure to also seal the doors up with single doors. This creates an airlock and also has a really nice peak. If you're getting door raided early on, you can get a really nice raid defense. Now I'm going to go ahead and place down deployables. 4 boxes can go here. Another 4 can go right here. And then furnaces and tier 3, tier 2, whatever you guys are at, can go wherever you want. Taking this jump up. Later on, we're going to remove this and add it to a garage door so you can actually access this top part. But for now, just leave it as a double door. Start by upgrading the second story and walling all this in. Place roofs on all this. This is going to be the main loot floor. Have to set up this. This right here is going to be 1 square loot room. In the corner over here, this is going to be another loot room. And right here, you can create another loot room. You can finish them by placing all frames. And then place your deployables down like normal. Now, since this is your main loot floor, you're going to want to spam furnaces. You're going to want to spam tier 3, tier 2, whatever else on this floor as well. And as I said, you're going to want to remove this and place a garage door here if you're at that in the white. Now, we're going to place a half floor and a window. And then a wall to the left. Seal that off with a floor. And then place a frame here with a triangle frame on the top. And you can place a double door like so. And that is going to be your expansion up to the 3rd story. And now that that's done, we can start on the Honeycomb and the wide gap. Start by placing triangles on the outside of the entire base. Now make this an airlock with a single door. And then seal the rest in with whole walls. Now seal the front door off with another single door. Now we're going to want to start on the wide gap portion. Start by placing a triangle, square, triangle, and going out 3 squares with a triangle at the very end. Break your foundations all the way back. And go back with half moon triangles. Place a square off to the right. Square, triangle, 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 triangle. Now break all the foundations back. You can upgrade these 2 to stone and leave these 2 as twig. Now place 2 squares off to the right and left side. And this is going to be the first portion of your wide gap. Now on this side of the base, start by placing a square and 2 raised foundations. Upgrade these to stone. And then to connect them back, place a square and a triangle with a frame on the side. You can leave this twig for now until it doesn't decay. And then on this side, you can start by placing another wide gap. So triangle, square, triangle, and then 3 more squares out with a triangle at the very end. Break all the way back. And then come by placing half walls. Square off to the right, and then triangles all the way around. Leave these 2 to twig, upgrade these to stone, and these out ones to stone as well. Same thing right here, 2 raised foundations. Upgrade these to stone, square, and a triangle, and make sure the frame connects them back both. Now before you place the wide gap down on this side, make sure you have these 2 raised foundations placed, or else the build curve will be weird. And make sure you also connect them with the triangle and the square. And leave this twig for now. Now you could finish the last wide gap side. Like I said, these 2 twig, triangle, triangle, and upgrade these outer ones to stone. And now that the wide gaps are done, these are going to decay if we don't place external TCs, so let's do that right now. Start by placing a square and a triangle, deleting the square, deleting one of these twigs, and then place a single door frame, upgrade these 2 triangles to stone as well as the frame, and then place a double door frame in the center, and you can delete this last twig frame. Now this will be held up, and this is what's going to connect the wide gaps to the external TC. Finish by placing your gatehouse down, walling it in with windows and a single door, and finish that up by placing a roof on that. Now seal in the gatehouse with single doors and windows. Now as for the external TC, we're going to want to go out 4 squares. And then 3 triangles off of that. Break 3 squares in, and leave this one as wood. Place 2 half walls on this, and then a single door to seal it up. Place walls all around. Place a TC in the corner, and place a window over it. Now to connect back, all you're going to want to do is place frames like this. Upgrade these to metal or stone, whatever your desired grade is. You can build up here with twig, and then place a half height thing for the turret. That's just going to be the turret pod, so you can place this now or later. Now, since we're building the entire compound, we can build the bedrooms as well now. You can delete this twig frame now. These are not going to decay. Place this and upgrade it to stone. Place windows all around, and then a frame in the center, and a wall on the back side. Seal these off with windows, and place a double door on the outside of this. You can place 2 beds or 1 bed and 1 locker. Now you could put 2 frames on this so they don't decay, and then a triangle above. Same thing over here. Place a square, triangle, delete one of the twig, frame, single door, frame, upgrade these 2, and then delete the last twig frame. Seal this gatehouse in with windows and a single door, and then seal the rest in with floors and windows. Now 4 squares out from here, 3 squares like this, and you can leave this like so. Upgrade this one to wood, 2 half floors, and then seal the rest in with walls other than this section with a single door. TC in the corner, seal that off with a window, and seal the front off with a single door. Go back with frames, and upgrade those to stone. Same thing, build the cubby for the turret later on, so half floors all around. And then seal this off with roofs. Now here again, bedroom, there's a square with 2 windows, frame on the back, frame on the front, and then upgrade all this. Windows on the side, and beds on the floor. Two frames here, upgrade these both to stone, and then a triangle above. And this is going to be the last side for the wide gap. Square, triangle, delete, delete, upgrade these 2, single door, double door frame, delete this last one, and then windows and single doors all around. Windows all around to seal it off, and then single doors like so. Again, 4 squares out. Leave the last one. Wood, 2 half floors, and then seal the rest in with walls. Frames all the way back. And just to show you how this works disconnectable, say your main TC gets raided and your outer TC you want to disconnect from the main TC, so you can replace your main, just place a frame like this, and then this will break, disconnecting it, and replace it like so. And now on this last bedroom, same thing as all the other ones, windows all around. And then upgrade these 2 frames to stone. Now, before we place the compound walls, we're going to want to do the barricades on top of these. Now, on this one, just place 2 twig foundations like this, and then 2 barricades on top of this side. Now, on this one, all you're going to want to need is 1, so just place it like that. Same thing on this one, just place 2 off to the right and left, and then 2 barricades remotely in the center. Only place 1 on this one. 2 in the center on this one. And then for the last one, just place a single one on top of the bedroom. Now bring out your walls. I'll start by placing this wall a little bit curved out to the right. And then aim right against this, like so. Same thing over here. Barely direction it towards you a little bit. And then place it right into the back side of the square. Same thing out here. And then last but not least, place it on this side. And you should have a really perfect compound. And now just place whatever deployables you want in the compound, like furnaces. You can fit a furnace in this corner. Now you can place 6 furnaces in this compound. And now we're going to want to start on the second layer of honeycomb up on the base. So just place triangles and walls all around the second story. Just like this. Now after the honeycomb on the second story is complete, we can start on the wide gap shell down here. Start by placing a single door and a window on every single side, and sealing the top on the actual wide gap portion. Even over here, you can place an oil refinery or whatever you guys want in this area. And then the last single door and window. Seal all these up with single doors and windows. And now you can start on the actual wide gap. Start by placing frames out like this on the squares. Now, these are going to decay because if you don't put a frame like this, but don't worry, it's a very slow decay. Start by placing frames up like this, and then one more set of them up again. Single door frames like that. Double door frames like this. And then same thing here, place a square in the middle. And then on the outside, place them too high. Frame here. Frame there. Frame in the center. And then 2 frames up on either side. Now that that's completed, we could start by placing a half window here, and then a window on top of that. Maybe hard to reach, so maybe get a ladder, but I'm just going to fly up there. Half floor, window, and then in the center portion, just place 2 frames like this. And then mirror that on the other 3 sides. Leave this side like this. Place a half floor like this, and then a window on top of that. Half floor, window, and then in the center, place 2 frames like this. Leave the center. 2 frames up like so, and then on either side, place a half floor and a window. Half floor, window. And now that that's completed, we can start by placing frames up in the center, floors on these, running all the way around. Same thing on the other 3 sides. Frames below. And on the last side, floors below. Now, that's all we can do from below, so we're going to go up to the main portion of here. Now, we're going to want to create the center portion so we can build up and then out. Start by walling this in. Double door here. 2 walls here. Double door. 2 more walls. And then a double door. Only seal in the square in the center, and then a triangle like this. Because on these outside portions, we're now going to build the peak-ups. Half floor, window, frame, and then make this a jump up. Place a frame like this, and then you don't have to build the roof right now. You can just seal this off with a double door like this. Same thing like this, half floor, window. Make this a jump up. Frame, and then roof. Seal this up with a double door. And then this is already done, so just place a double door again like this. Seal the double doors out on the outside as well. And then place frames, beds, lockers, whatever you want on this inner portion of the base. Now we're going to want to take this out. Start by placing floors like this. And then windows up on top of here. And before you place the frames like this, you're going to want to make these frames metal, because then you can be able to place frames like this. Place windows in the center like this, and do exactly what I told you on this corner. Floors like this. Upgrade the frames to metal. 2 windows. And then roofs facing this. Windows in the center. And then the last side, floors. Windows on top of here. Upgrade the frames to metal. And then put roofs in the center. Now, windows in the center. You just place half floors on top of here. On all sides. Now, we could place an airlock here with a window on the other side. Place a single door. And then seal it off with a window like this. Now do this to the other 2 sides. Just to create a little bit of a harder raid from the shooting floor down into your main loot. Window, single door. And then one more side on here. Single door, window. Seal this off. Now you can start by placing your roof peak-ups on whatever else deployables you want in the shooting floor. I'm just going to place frames down for now. And now you can work on the roof peak-up. So place floors like this. And then half floors like this. And seal these off with floors like this. Now you have a nice little roof peak-up. And we're going to do this on the other 3 sides. You can seal these in as while you're at it. As I said, floors like this. Half floors like this. And then floors above it. Place the frames like this. 2 more like this. And then on the last side, floors, half floors, and roofs. And then seal this portion in how else you've been doing it. Now it helps to place the roofs from below for the roof, so just place 2 roofs like this. 2 more on the inner. 2 more like this. 2 more facing in. 2 more facing in like this. And then the last 2 like that. Place embrasures and whatever else you guys have at this moment. But if you don't have the embrasure BP at this point, don't worry about it. Now start by placing your entrances up to the roof, so walling in these, and then placing a double door exit, and then a half floor, and sealing it in with roofs on every side. Same thing over here. And then lastly over here. You can upgrade these roofs to stone. And then place low walls like this, made out of wood. You can also place roofs like this out if you don't like the low walls, but I like low walls just because how cheap they are. Now on this side, you can place ramps like this that are also wood, or place beds or whatever else you guys like. I just like roofs because of the way they look. And it also gives you a nice little peek if you're going to peek over. Place turrets in their desired spots. This roof can have up to 6 turrets. So 3 on these main corners, and then 3 if you really want to get cheeky under the roofs right here. Now I'm going to go back to the shooting floor and place the embrasures like so. Again, every embrasure that I'm placing doesn't have to be perfect. There's a lot of customization when it comes to this base. Now that that's done, you can just fill up your base with doors, and that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this build video. Now, thank you for watching.